Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another exciting episode of ARTiculation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at ARTiculation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org. Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Monday, April 22nd, 2019, when visiting elitevaluesnews.com. In business news, a hiring event for census takers will be held today from 2 until 4 at Job Connection on McLaughlin Boulevard in Oak Grove, Oregon. In health news, Yoga Mondays takes place at 6:30 p.m. at Patagonia on Idaho Street in Dillon, Montana. And in sports news, the Houston Astros take on the Minnesota Twins, and there's a George Springer replica orange jersey giveaway tonight at Minute Maid Park at 7:10 p.m. in Houston, Texas. And those are three of the events that I saw when visiting elitevaluesnews.com. Head on over right now and see what headlines you see.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to see you. I have another exciting show for you today and a special guest in-house. And as you know, I will make that introduction right after I play this song you requested.
Think about that supervisor that works and gets on your nerves.
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistrevue.com. ARTistreview.com.
Good morning, heartache. You old lonely sight. Good morning. to stay. It seems I met you when my love went away. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, heartache, what is new? Stop haunting me now. Can't shake you, know how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again, again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who knew me well. Might as well get used to you hanging around. Never. So good morning, heartache. Do sit down. Have tea with me, but do go, please.
PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com, wherever you want to play. PeopleWarmer.com. Go see a concert today. PeopleWarmer.com. Book everything you need. PeopleWarmer.com. Go ahead. Please, please. You just heard Good Morning Heartache by yours truly, Goddess Sage. And prior to that, we kicked off today's episode of Articulation Radio with Prelude Live by the Myron Mills Project. Up next is another Goddess Sage cut for you. It'll be my instrumental, that Doing While You're Chewing. And that'll be followed by Pink Glaze Pastries 1 by Anders Bothen.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. Peoplewarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com for all your advertising, marketing, and promotional needs. They also take care of events planning. Peoplewarmers.com. Visit them today.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, JeffersonTaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, JeffersonTaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, JeffersonTaylor.club.
Up next is Keep On Missing You by Aiden Cole. Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz, where sexy singles socialize. Get merchandise and event invites by joining us at sittingroom.xyz today. Articulation Radio is so pleased to have in the house with us today the international world music and jazz legend, Mr. Odd-Arne Jacobsen. And for those of you who may not know this guy, he is a Norwegian gentleman. His name, let me spell it for you real quick so you can go and look it up, because you'll find out when you listen to his music, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere, you'll be able to hear and like, I've heard this before. But yes, his name is spelled Odd-Arne Jacobsen is how it's spelled. But of course, he's from Norway, so that name is pronounced Odd-Arne Jacobsen. And of course, we will be talking to him today because, as you all, for those of you who are familiar with him, you already know that he stands today as a unique personal voice in European improvisation music with his own distinctive tone language, as they say on Wikipedia. But of course, he has also worked with some of the leading artists, not only in Norway, but throughout Europe and the rest of the world. And he has even covered some of the great songs and one of them, matter of fact, I'm not going to even tell you, I'm beginning to talk too much. Let me go ahead and just let you know I'll play for you a couple of his songs before we end this episode. And one of them is one that I especially love, and you all are going to love it too. It's a popular jazz song, and his rendition of it, you're going to love. You're going to love. So stay tuned. I will come back with a couple of more songs for you, and then we'll roll on with the show, and we will get that interview with Odd-Arne on for you, and then we'll play his last song that I'm going to share with you, and then we'll close out the show. So stay tuned. Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz. Heard the song titled Song by Odd-Arne Jacobsen, and following the interview with this jazz legend, I will play for you another song of his called Lullaby of Birdland. So hold tight.
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com. Or call 972-880-8316 to book your motivational speaker today. That's Life's Purpose Ministries, 972-880-8316. Book a lecturer today.
Articulation Radio is so pleased to have on the line with us today a call straight from Norway with the jazz legend, Odd-Arne Jacobsen. Yes. Are you on this line? Do we have you? Mr. Jacobsen, do we have you? Odd-Arne?
Okay, you are on the line. Okay.
Yes, very good, very good. Welcome to Articulation Radio. And now tell us some things that you have going on. Of course, we know that you are one of the wonderful contributors to the genre of jazz music and, of course, international world music. So tell us right now, what are some of the projects you're working on?
First of all, I grew up in the very northern part of Norway, even below the polar circle, in the northern part. So this flavor I take in my music, and in 3 weeks I'm going back to Tromsø to play with a string quartet and a friend who plays baritone guitar, and I play guitar. So I like to do a lot of different colors in my life.
Yes. And you said that you'll be playing with the string quartet when you get back?
Yes, I go back and play with the string quartet, and my friend who plays baritone guitar with a lot of deeper than a normal guitar, and I play guitar. So the title of this piece is Music for the Silent Minority.
Beautiful. And tell them that title again.
Music for the Silent Minority.
Wow, that is heavy. Music for the silent minority. And before we get in too deep, let them know your website. If they want to catch up with you, see your latest performances, grab any of your newest releases, what website will they need to go to?
Just go on Google and ask for my name, and you will go straight to my website. Besides that, I am on Facebook and yes, Facebook and YouTube, and my website on Google.
Yes, and people, for those of you who are not really certain how to spell that, of course, his name is spelled Odd-Arne, and Jacobsen is spelled like Jacobsen. J-A-C. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And that's right. And you pronounce it Odd-Arne Jacobsen. Odd-Arne Jacobsen. That's a typical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I know how important that is with you, well, with people, period, for people to, get our names right, and especially, if people have kind of an idea of, our heritage, pronounce the name properly, so it definitely matters a lot to people for you to, respect their language, in my opinion, is really what it's a show of, a respect of language and culture.
Mm-hmm.
And now let me ask you.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, go on. Yes, I have to ask you a question. Have you been in the northern part of Europe, Scandinavia, or have you been there?
No, I have not yet.
No. Okay.
No, sir, but I hear it is definitely beautiful in some of the most peaceful spots and some beautiful pastoral scenes.
Yes, that's right. It's very good to live in Norway, actually. And my first name, Odd, means it's a kind of old Viking name. It's the name of something sharp which you have on the arrow. And Arne means faithful, and Jacobsen is a typical Scandinavian name. Odd-Arne Jacobsen.
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Odd-Arne Jacobsen.
That's right. Wow, you're good.
Beautiful. And now, and tell us how many, because of course when I had looked you up, and people, of course, when he had mentioned to you that you can Google his name, no, that was no joke. And you are going to see a wealth of work, things that has been spanning decades. And for those of you who are like me, where it's like, wow, how have I not heard of him? When you start clicking on some of those links and start listening to the music, you'll be like, wow, I've heard this. This is this guy. And so this is really an honor for us to be literally talking and hearing words from a living legend, not only on the recording scene, but on the performance scene. Here's a person who's been going at it for a while. He's worked with others. He's supported others, as well as he has his own workout. And so, of course, let me ask you real quick, Mr. Jacobsen, what advice would you give for people who, I would say, they may even know how to read music, or, they, as a child, had this interest, but, as life went on, they were like, oh, I don't have time to devote to my music, or, I would love to, but I don't have money. What would you say to people to help them follow their dreams despite?
Okay. My daily life is very silent. I get up very early in the morning and have some practicing on guitar, and I'm like very much to do running. I like to run about 1 hour every day in the middle of the day. Yeah, and after that I'm go on practicing on different guitars, electric guitars, guitar synthesizer, and different acoustic and electric equipment. So it's a long journey to reach. I don't know what I want to reach, but I'm trying to play different from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. So I'm on the journey. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm on the journey.
And it sounds like that investment in self, that's the main thing, is just taking out time for yourself. It's not necessarily about, you have to have all of this free time or you have to have all of this money. All you need is just a little free time, and that time is the true commodity that you're investing in yourself.
That's right. That's right. So I live a kind of decent Scandinavian life with my music and my thoughts. Privilege. I'm a privileged person, so to say. Yes.
Yeah, and people can hear the freedom and the peace in your music. Because as we know often, with anything that we're creating, it's always going to be, I would say, a look at the lives that we're living or the things that we're surrounded by. And, yeah, your music does have that, I would say, overall peace and freedom sound to it, So, yeah, I can totally believe that it's just an immersion in that Scandinavian life because, of course, even as we hear, of course, the crimes in those areas are not as high, the crime levels, as we are used to them being here in the United States. And that says a lot about quality of life. Let me ask you, for those people that happen to be there in the area, do you happen to have any upcoming performances scheduled for May or June? Or even any for this month? Do you have any performances, any places where people can come and see you?
Not in the nearest future, because I'm planning some concert at the fall, in the autumn. But in this period, I have kind of a quiet a period to prepare this session with the string quartet and the baritone guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, and let's talk a little bit about family and how you balance that, because of course you've been at this for a while now. And again, and I try to get as much advice as I can for other people that would want to kind of follow in our footsteps. What advice would you give people on how to bring to life your creative endeavors, as well as keeping that balance by nurturing the relationships that you already have?
Oh, that's a very deep question. I have a beautiful wife who is working in the Norwegian radio with the radio orchestra, and I have two children. My boy is 31 and my daughter is 41. So, we stay up very early in the morning, and he go to the radio station, and I start working at home. So, so it's no problem for me to take the balance between the family and the career and to play, because I have a beautiful family, and we are living in the near neighborhood to each other. So we are seeing each other and talk almost every day at the phone.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. So that cohesion, people, it's just keeping those networks in place and being sure to continually support the people no matter what you're working on. And as he just attested to, those relationships will, if any kind of change occurs, become even more fortified. It won't be something that you'll be compromising, by your continuing to nurture those. And Mr. Jacobsen, before I let you go, I want to ask you, what is there that you would like to have a chance to share with the audience that you have not yet had a chance to tell them?
Could you please repeat the question one more time?
Yes, sir. What is it? Because I know I've been bombarding you with, questions throughout this and getting the things I want to know. But as my very last question to you, I just wanted to give you a platform to discuss anything in particular that you wanted to discuss that you had not had an opportunity to. So my question is, what is there that you would like to say that you have not had an opportunity to say yet?
Yeah, okay. as you know, I love music, but I'm not taking every day for granted. So every day in my life is a kind of gift. So yes, I try to balance the life and the end of life, if you know. So I'm thinking a lot. We have not a long life for 100 and 200 years. So you have to take care of every day and play a concert as it's the latest concert or session you ever made. That's my light. I try to follow this footstep of being polite and to take care of every day in my life, every day and every season.
Yes, sir.
That's my message. Yeah.
Yes, and of course.
And I hope, excuse me. And I hope it is reflecting on my playing and guitar playing and attitude and all this. So yeah, I hope it reflects on my music.
Yes, and people, I'm sure that you all can relate to that as well. You know, we all have similar hopes and dreams for our loved ones and our families. And of course, it's always good whenever we have the opportunity to not only hear that someone else has those same kinds of aspirations, but that they are definitely working toward obtaining that every single day that they can. And anytime that you get a chance, people do immediately go to Google, go to Bing, any of these search engines, Yahoo, type in the name and get the search on. Be sure to enjoy even YouTube. Make sure that you do that as well, because you do want to experience the mystery of Jacobsen so that you can see, I've heard this before. I heard this song when I used to be driving to work. They would be playing that smooth jazz. I'm telling you. And of course you all already know too. Go to Articulation Media's website, articulationmedia.club. Let us know your thoughts on today's episode. And if you have any questions that you're like, hey, ask him this, ask him that, feel free to go ahead and submit those questions. And, of course, Mr. Jacobsen, we would love to talk some more and even cover some other things that we didn't get a chance to cover in these 10 minutes. And so, of course, people do know. Get your questions to articulationmedia.club. Then that way, when we get back, I can get a point to ask your questions right there out of the door, and then we can get some more info for you all. But in the meantime, I am about to play a couple of more songs for you before we wrap up this day's episode of Articulation Radio. But don't forget to head on over right now to YouTube, Bing, Yahoo. Get it all in and put in the search right now. And in the meantime, stay tuned, people. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to see whether I can find a track of his to play for you so that way you'll see what's going on. Yeah, how about that? Be right back for you on Articulation Radio. Articulation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Until you've learned the meaning of the no, no.
song you just heard was another cut of yours truly, Goddess Sage, featuring Myron Mills. That was You Don't Know What Love Is. Up next is a song by Myron Mills Project. It is his cover of I Can't Help It by Michael Jackson. And we will wrap up today's episode of Articulation Radio with another cut of mine. That will be Save Your Love for Me by Goddess Sage with Myron Mills on piano.
If you're looking for ghost writers, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting, the Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goal. Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Well, yeah, you're loving you. Give it to me, babe. Yeah. Wish I knew why I'm so in love with you. No one else in this world will do. Darling, please save your love for me. Run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. But like a fool in love, I stay and pray you'll save your love for me. I can feel it, even when you're not here. I can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear, and although no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. Oh, I'm so in love with you. So, darling, help me, please. Have mercy on a fool like me. I know I'm lost, but still I see. Darling, please save your love for me. I can feel it, even when you're not here. I can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear, and although no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. Oh, I'm so in love with you. So, darling, help me, please. Have mercy on a fool like me, please. I know I'm lost, but still I see. Darling, please save your love for me. You may have fun in the crowd, but for crying out loud, darling, please save your love for nobody else, just for me. Please, baby, just save your love only for me, yeah, baby. Darling, just save your love only for me, just for me. Yeah, baby, just save your love for me, for me, for me.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work, TheConglomerate.work, theconglomerate.work. Call 972-880-8316 to start your new business today.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.